Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Beacon Pines. Last time we left off, we got a big old lore dump about Tempest Liquamine. People in the comments mentioned that I was talking about last time about I'm not sure why it's cold, and it's specifically, as people in the comments mentioned, because it draws energy from the area around it, which usually corresponds to heat, and that's why it makes everything really, really cold. The reason the fertilizer itself isn't cold, as far as I understand, I did rewatch my video to get more of Nellie's, or get a refresher on Nellie's explanation. They put small amounts of Tempest Liquamine in the fertilizer to make it speed up the growth of things. And Nellie also mentioned that it's rebellious, and when you try to make it do one thing, it rebels super hard, and I'm guessing that's why it's spreading even more, because it's being used by Valentine, and now it's like trying to basically break free and just start consuming energy all over the place and spread as far as it can. So, alright, we got some interesting stuff going on. A lot of my questions have been answered, we just need to see the finale now.
Luka tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he is not as careless as you suspected. Yeah, not careless enough to leave your file cabinets just unlocked. Wow, Sharper, you're a genius. Wait, you got smokes in here? Were you smoking in your small child body? That's probably not good for you. Looks like the founder was helping Curve plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luka held his hand up to the ashtray.
Wow, that's a neat detail. In the seat, there's books stacked because Sharper is not as tall as he once was. Still warm. He must have been in here recently. Yep, look at the books stacked on the chair. You need a little high chair now. Adorable, Sharper. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing. Yeah, Sharper, you little asshat. Malice 80 proof whiskey. 80 proof? Jesus. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Stupid shit, kid. I should just smother you right now. What was that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly. You're no bother at all. Oh god, Luka. Beat the shit out this kid now. Okay, so you're the last thing I have to interact with. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Roll low. Before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. I bet you would. Definitely not pizza. What now? Oh, look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Oh god, don't let Solomon. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Moodwill, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer. All connected by a single thread, yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha, yes, now you've got it. Tempest Liquamine, you discovered how to reverse the process. Yep.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Yep. Don't take that down, clipboard. I saw you writing. Very good, Dr. Moodwell, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
Quick, smash it! Somebody just tackle Kerr. Right now. What are the clipboards gonna do? It's not like they have guns. May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
He could finish. Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Good job, Rollo. Thank you. Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You're an idiot for just letting Kerr just brazenly flaunt it in front of us. God, you're a stupid villain. Not as in stupid like you're set up stupid or anything like that, but God, you're really making this easy for us. Just let me produce the all-important vial that I need to retain my current, my real age right in front of everyone. Dork. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luka.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a
Luka
taste.
jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Luka, over here. Uh-huh. We're just throwing it back and forth. Yeah, I was about to say, just smash it. Move another inch and I smash
She
it.
held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
This is your fault, doofus. You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens, then what? We capture you and grant you much less
He
leniency.
pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
Or we use it as a hostage, basically, and demand that you let us out of here. Although I'm not sure what we do once we got out. But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded.
Wow, yeah.
Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Huh, I really didn't expect Beck to just give it up like that. Interesting. I mean, you risk endangering us all if you smash the vial now. I mean, we smash the vial and they just apprehend us and are, like, probably torture the shit out of us, so... Obviously, just smashing the vial right from the get isn't a good idea, but I like to think we could have held it as a hostage and at least escaped and told everyone what happened. Use it to, like, make sure they can't hurt us, basically get immunity. But, yeah, I mean, obviously smashing it, I guess they don't know exactly... Well, no, they know what the effects are going to be. It's perfected now, so what did you... I wonder what you meant by you risk endangering us all if you smash it right now. What, will the building get super old and collapse? Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. I mean, you too. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance
The
review.
blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir! And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha! I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luka, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Uh-huh. I'm wondering if, like, the toxic waste goo stuff that's kind of chilling around, is that just, like, the failed versions of this? Because it clearly did some really messed up stuff to Iggy. Also, I guess if it gets, like, splashed on you, it only affects the areas where it actually came into contact, but if you drink it, then it goes throughout your entire body. Makes sense, I suppose. If you drink it, I guess it's going to get spread around by, like, your veins and everything, but if it just gets soaked in through the skin, you know, it probably just causes the skin to age, basically. Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. There's 4 of us. Rolo's pretty large. Come on, there's like there's stuff in here. I know this is not a violent game, but there's like a glass on that. Break these bottles. Get like a sharp bottle and just start stabbing some idiots. Come on, we got globes, we got a lamp. Well, crap. I forgot to read that before I cleared it. Whoopsie. Yeah, that didn't go how we wanted. I understand we couldn't have smashed it. I still think maybe we could have done the thing where it's like, alright, you dorks move away from the door or I smash it. And then we kind of edge our way to the door and get out and see if we can escape. Alright, let's talk to everybody. Can't believe Beck sold us out like that. Not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do, you always have a plan. Rolo, you just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost. Yeah, it certainly feels that way.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luka. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Yeah, it must feel pretty awful to be the one that made all this happen, but it's not your fault. You had no idea what was going on. You just wanted a job. Hey. I'm sorry, Luka. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just... you're so close. I got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. No. Well, time seems less an issue for him now. Don't you mean time heals all wounds? And that wasn't even the right spelling of heal. Time wounds all heals. Eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Is that basically saying, like, everyone gets what's coming to them eventually? And by heal, you mean, like, your Achilles heel, and you're saying time will wound you as it goes on? Is that just like a flip reverse of the popular saying? Huh. Interesting. I don't think it's like a typo or anything. I think that was totally intentional. And I think I'm right with what you were trying to say. Just never actually heard someone say that before. Luka, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter, with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luka, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine. Uh-huh. So yeah, we heard about this with the other route with Juniper, because Joseph was like, "Oh no, but you were exposed."
The color dropped from Luka's face.
Did she? Is she? She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. This is true. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luka was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
Yep. Wow, so yeah, we're not out there to stop Juniper, so this is going to happen. Or we're not out there to stop Eleanor, rather. I realize I'm still calling her Juniper. Are we boned?
8. Comeuppance.
Are we boned? That's gotta be Eleanor's explosion, right?
Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet.
Yeah.
She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone.
Yeah, so you were just trying to straight up destroy it because, I mean, if it's there, then there's going to be some asshole corp that's going to try and take advantage of it. The best thing that could happen is you just get rid of everybody that knows about it. But that's kind of hard to do and just keep it a secret, basically. There's always going to be someone wanting that power, that hint of immortality.
Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo.
Oh, that's what you used it for. So that's why we didn't get taken over by ice, because you didn't use the explosives for that. You used it. Okay, good on you, Eleanor.
With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane.
Oh, yes, finally someone's just going to beat the shit out of the clipboards. They always make them seem so scary and ominous, but they're just red pandas with clipboards. Just punch them good.
If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Gran's about to beat some ass. Gran is a sick badass. In the cane twirl! What a sick badass! Oh, Gran, Eleanor, Juniper, all of these. Gran, what are you doing here? Luka, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they? Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We got a party to crash. That we do.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that. What did you do with it, Beck? I was wondering. I mentioned. I'm like, Beck gave up too easy there, right? Did you taint it?
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luka.
'Cause you put it behind your back, I remember. I was like, huh. I was thinking to myself at the back of my head. I'm like, that's weird. Beck gave up super easily. But you were doing something.
Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his Wonder Potion with a little junk, change, or malice. We got 3 options here.
I might have tweaked his Wonder Potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? Rolo. It's pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. I wonder, did Beck actually grab the ashtray? I didn't see Beck do anything in particular. I just saw Beck put the vial behind her back, so I guess it was, you know, it changes depending on what you choose here anyway, so. Pa always says bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. Hey, that one makes sense. I just love the pause in the face. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Uh-huh. What's gonna happen to you? Get wrecked, dork. Oh! Oh, wow, you just turned to ash! Oh, wow, Sharper Valentine is dead! Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit. My god.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed.
Yeah, I would be too.
Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
That's probably not the best ending though, right?
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
I mean, so this is it, right? I mean, there's still stuff to see, so we're gonna keep going. But I don't want him to just die. No. You deserve jail, you deserve to be humiliated, you deserve to have something crazy happen to you for all the things you've done to people. Look at Pissed Off. Look at Pissed Off Solomon. Alright. I had to take with a little. I wonder what Malice is. I'm interested in Malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of the dog. You can all call me Sharper Valentine. Uh-huh. What's gonna happen this time? Are you just gonna be drunk permanently for the rest of your life? Oh! Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh my god, I saw him bloating up and I was like, oh man, is he gonna explode? That's gonna be pretty gory. And then the confetti came out and went, Foo. I'm sorry, that was hilarious. Oh, now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. This game is amazing. Damn, dude. Oh my god.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage.
Yeah, I bet they did.
The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again.
Good.
Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luka began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end.
My god. I think they probably switched out the gore for confetti. But I like going with the headcanon that yes, he did just blow up into confetti. But I doubt everyone would be laughing if they were currently covered in gore and viscera, so you know what, maybe they did actually have the confetti.
That was unexpected.
Yes, it got me good.
Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you know? Alright, change. A little bit of change. What if this, like, reverts you to a kid or something? I don't even know what's gonna happen here.
His wonder potion with a little change.
And okay. I realized how stupid what I just said sounded. I said, hey, what if it changes him to a kid? What I mean is, what if it changes him to a baby? Like a newborn. He just gets reset. Like, pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, popped it in a vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. It's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper. What is that going to do? Yes, it's true, baby. Yep, that's probably the best ending. Because a baby's not an evil, crazy corporate man. The baby's just a baby. So yeah, okay, that's what I was hoping the good one would be. So you exploded, your body turned to ash and float away on the wind, and now you're a baby. I'm fine with you being a baby. Holy crap, he's a baby? Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. Yep. Yep. You're not Sharper anymore. You're not an asshole. You can be raised a better way now. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you. That's really weird when you're holding your father as a baby.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... Oh god, he's gonna do a big poo and you're gonna have to clean it. We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, or young Sharper. I'll get diapers on the way home. He needs some wet naps too. That would be a great help, thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes.
Yeah, that'd be scary. I don't know though, baby Sharper still looks a little bit sinister. Look at that side eye.
With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Okay, that was it.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare.
So what are we gonna do about the problem of the source, right? What are we gonna do about that? Like, are we gonna find some way to get it under control, or if they're not using it anymore, is it gonna kind of die down?
Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luka, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn.
It's light crept through the shallow valley, it crept to the town square, and came to rest on a young boy.
His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
No, hello, Luka. Gotta get your sweater. It's cold out there. Thank you. Alrighty, epilogue, let's go. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Check in with Rollo at the treehouse. Well, come on, we gotta finish now, right?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
Ah. Cool.
Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Yay. Okay, how many things am I gonna be able to examine? That's a lot, right? Hello. Gran. Mom, I'm ready to go now. Yeah, well, yeah, I gotta call you Mom now. Jeez, I'm sorry, it's been the whole game. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now I enjoy it. Don't shoot me with that cane, alright? That cane's scary. That cane is a deadly weapon. You leave that thing away, you get that thing away from me. There's a journal, like a little diary sitting out here. Is there anything with that? No? I'm sorry, I feel the need to explore and see if I can find some additional context and stuff here. What a cute game. I'm very sad it's over, in fact. It's been such an amazing little adventure. Let's go check in with Walt. What a wholesome, adorable game. My god. Oh, it's not here? Oh, did we move it back, I wonder? To the real one? Because, wait, that was here before, right? Or are we staying in the real Beacon Pines now? Because the grave, in the replica, the grave was there. Right? Yeah, in the wait. Was the tree there? Because they straight up pulled the tree out of the real one. No, the tree's here, so this must be the replica. We're at the replica, it's just the gravestone is gone. I hope I'm not forgetting something. I heard you and Rollo have big plans for that little tree house. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo, 1 Luka rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Alona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't mean just grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Oh, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. So is Rollo still big, or did they de-oldify Rollo, and now he's actually just kind of growing up, for real? I like all the planted trees. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. So grateful to Alona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
Perennial harvest collapsed. Most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Oh, that's nice. Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. Can count on us. Well, looks like you really found your calling. Never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here. This is something I can be proud of. Oh, I always love this, getting to see everyone grow and be happy. How's the nap been this morning? Most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day. Nice! Yeah. God, this song is going hard. The soundtrack is on Spotify, by the way. I listened to it earlier today, and there's some good ones on the soundtrack that are gonna have to go on my playlist. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. You tell him, Mr. Sinclair. Well, you got a nice little building taking over the old PH building. Oh, who's that little schnookums? Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, you know, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Moodwell, and she feels Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however we can. Can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Oh. This is adorable. I love epilogues. It's getting to see what everyone's up to. Luka, do you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Sorry, you gotta come and see this. I'm not even sure I pronounced that right. I've never heard that word actually said. Finally did it. Pulled the perfect espresso. Oh, Lumi. I didn't know better. I would think you're proud of something. As if No. It's too late. You are now officially a person that cares. No. Alright, we gotta go check in on everybody. How are you doing? What's your book say now? He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. For everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luka. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Miss Hatch, you missed like the entire game. Hey, Yorkie. Wow, back for seconds? It's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. I'm glad the museum's gone. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. It's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Hey Luka, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses. Builds character. Yeah, it builds something alright. Hey Tolliver. Luka, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
Playfully waggled an apple.
No thank, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Such a funny detail. Do you want yours with or without, like, drugs and or secret notes? What's today's menu that needs knowing? Give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of the Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Yep, a whole lot of time. Dawn. Yawn. I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals sort of writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a big, fancy city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Huh, we both know that's not true. Makes you say that? Call it a reporter's intuition. Sequel tease? No, probably not, but I would be happy. Hello, clipboard. Hello, Miss Fratelli, you leaving?
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me? I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. I got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. Yeah, sorry, clipboard. Probably for the best. Alright, so that's everyone over there. So we really just have a handful of people left, and then just got to get back to the treehouse. Hey, Nuncreed. Oh, and the people in the library. Oh, there's a lot of people in the library. Can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. Town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? It's great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth, but I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. Just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to jump in your face.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? They covered up the source. That is cool. I gotta take a sip of water. This is a lot of reading. Oh my goodness, that was needed. Yep, and they're studying it in the new labs. Did you know that Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Yep, close to population before perennial harvest moved in.
Typically went on like this for quite some time.
Yeah, you two are made for each other, throwing out your facts. Hello.
Luka peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? Kinda got a reputation to uphold. Well, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time, man, the same can be said about this game. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. Yeah, this song goes really hard. I'm really enjoying this song. Alright, library's cleared. Nuncreed, remember when you stuffed me in that stupid phone booth? Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Oh, the grave moved. Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. No. Hello? What are you doing? You running a babysitting service, Jeff? Oh, Jeff's wild ride. Wow, you turned it into a... It certainly is a wild ride.
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come on. No one is too big, no one is too small for Jeff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Guess what? Yesterday I saw a Dynastus Tychus. And that's good? It's great! I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the county. Excuse my Latin. Alrighty. Anything over here? I just want to check. So, I was about to ask where Iggy and, Tish are, but they're at the treehouse. Because we're friends with them now.
The Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Oh, that's just the thing from before. Jeez. That hasn't even changed. Alright, so I came all the way over here. Nothing over here, so now we just gotta get to the treehouse and end things off, I guess. This has been a fantastic game to play through. Probably one of my top games for the year, if not my top game for the year so far. It has been that good. It's kind of insane. I didn't expect it to be this fantastic or enjoy it this much, but it was just a really fun time all the way through. That sign said something, but it's just... Last Chance Diner, yeah. It's just been a fantastic time all the way through. I loved all the characters. The art's adorable. The music is fantastic. I just really can't say enough good about it. Okay, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest-to-goodness flip-flopping, swim-swamming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I've caught one, and I'd say it's a good omen. What do you do with the fish? Oh, I released it back in the pond. Hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Poor thing just got a hook in its mouth. So... Can I get anything else from this? Nope, we got it all. We got it all. So... Can I just talk to Walt? Got your bait? Okay. Yeah, nothing really. Alright, so let's head on over here. A little higher. Yup. Little lower. Yup. Little higher. Yeah, so they didn't fix Rolo. Rolo just continues to be old. I'm telling you. Angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luka, there you are. It said that Luka asked Joseph, he was like, I'm on my way to see my dad. You wanna come see? Where was that? That I don't think I missed it. What'd you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want Mission Control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck at her house. Okay, now we're gonna go grab Beck. And then, maybe then we'll be able to... That reminds me, could I talk to to both of them? Iggy and Tish? No. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Whoop. Try not to get stuck on things. Alright, well at least I've talked to everyone now. I guess I should have grabbed you. I was worried that going to the treehouse would have just ended everything, but no. I just talked to everybody before I needed to. So yeah, there was no good way to fix Rollo, I guess. Rollo just continues to be very large. I thought they were hinting that, oh yeah, we fixed Rollo, but now Rollo hit a natural growth spurt. But no, you're just as big as you were before. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Hey Beck, I came here earlier, you weren't here, so... I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. No, let's not blow this out of proportion. Sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. Guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, it's a bit of a surprise. What do we got? So yeah, the canon ending is Beck gets the goo kicked into her face, or on her head by Iggy. My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. It was about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. Should do okay in the cold of Beacon Pines, in the old Beacon Pines, and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. When you're ready, take Jeff's wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. Now we're going to Old Beacon Pines. This must be where Walt is. We moved Walt back. Alrighty. Let go. Or wait. Wasn't it that they just like put a fake headstone in this world? Yeah, that was it, right? Walt is actually buried in Old Beacon Pines. This was just a fake grave and Luka thought he was buried here. That's how it went. Ah, you got it. That's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, rides on the house. You're gonna want to hang on to that little tree. And yeah, now we're taking the tree over here because they uprooted the tree to bring it to the fake one. That's why the tree is here, but the grave is not anymore.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. Good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what my super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. You're still going to middle school like that? I know, you won't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yup. Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. Found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. You ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more, because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. No. Hey, Dad. Dr. Moodwhale says that over the next few years this place should warm up, so you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. You wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in. You wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. No. No, I don't want it to be over. What a good ending, though. Here we are, back with the candle and the book where we started. Oh, that was a good-ass video game. Damn. Damn, that was really good. That was really good. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that might be my favorite one that I've played this year. I'll have to look at the other games that I played, but that is high up there. I can guarantee you that. Alright, I heard vocals, I had to let those play for a second. Big praise to Kirsten Mies. I'm probably saying that wrong and I apologize, but the storyteller did a absolutely fantastic job. Like, all of their delivery just oozed personality. It was absolutely nuts. So, fantastic job there. That was fantastic. The narrator made a lot of the game and a lot of the really, really impactful scenes and everything, so... yeah, I think this one was very, very good. Ooh, we have some harmonizing humming now. No. I didn't realize this game was kickstarted. I always say that now. It's like, you know, I've kickstarted quite a few games at this point, so I'm going to be in quite a few of these lists at some point. So that'll be cool. But yeah, this was a absolutely fantastic game in my opinion. I was pretty captivated basically the entire time going through it. They didn't really have a lot of points where I would say it was slow. It was kind of always going at a very, very nice pace. It was paced what I feel like is perfectly. There was never a moment where I was like, you know what, I'm ready to set the controller down and quit recording Beacon Pines today. It was always like, no, I want to record more. And I was always so excited to sit down and record this because it was just such a fun time. I got so attached to all the characters. Like I said, the art was great. The different paths actually did deviate quite a bit, which made things interesting. And I do like how you could just jump back wherever you needed to go, whenever. That's always a super, super fantastic feature to have in these kinds of games. So I'm happy that I decided to play this, because definitely one of my favorites. Cannot say enough good about it, but I don't really know what else to say. Definitely was expecting the story to go the places it did go. It basically, like, every single time I was like, okay, this is the final story point. There's more, and more, and more, and more. And then it finally ended with, like, the reveal with Sharper and the source and everything. Like I said, it's going to be super interesting to see other people experience this for the first time, because you can probably notice so many things once you've seen it played through once. So, Pizza Illuminati. You can't actually skip the credits here, so I want to see if we're going to get like a little cutscene or like some cute art at the end or something like that. So I probably will watch the rest of these credits, but is there anything else I want to say? I can't really think of anything. Like, I've said it already. This is a fantastic game, and thanks to everybody that watched it and shared the adventure and all of that fun stuff, because I had an absolutely fantastic time with it. And wow, look at that! We wrapped up perfectly. I can't forget to thank people for watching, because anyone that can sit down and listen to me talk for this long... Wow, nice kick. Oh, Sharper, did you find it? Yeah. Oh. I found... Oh? Oh, that's... Huh. That was current day Sharper walking about in Beacon Pines and finding the source again. Wow, I doubt that's like... I wonder, is that current? No, that has to be... That has to be current Sharper. It can't be past Sharper, because if it was past Sharper, the town wouldn't have been frozen over and everything. Because I was like, is this showing us when Sharper first found the source and devised all these plans and stuff? But no, that was current day Sharper. Interesting, last little scene there. That was neat to see. 10 years later, too. Would have been nice to see older Luka and stuff, but... Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this playthrough of Beacon Pines off here. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for something else.